Hello, and welcome back to another one. And as you can see, we are doing a bit of a different video today. I'm actually not sure how to go about this video because this is one of the first times I've ever done something like this. And we are pretty much doing a deck building video with Bulla, the white leader from Fearsome Rivals. I almost said Prismatic Clash. I don't know why. So what I basically spent. So here's how I make decks. Right, I make decks and then I spend 20 card. I spend like 20 minutes to half an hour looking for all the cards all over the place because what kind of deck builder would I be if I didn't go and spend another like half an hour looking for cards that I'm pretty sure I have because I know I have them, and yet they're not in the place I put them in. Yeah, it'd be like that. So I decided for this time, we are going to put all the cards that we are technically going to try to use for this deck. Um, and we're going to put them right in front of us. So we have the cards for Bulla, we have some extra cards, and then we have some cards we want to play with. So this is going to be a bit of a deck building video. And yeah, it'll be a bit different. Let me know what you think about this type of video in the comments below. And before we get into it, I just want to say hello, welcome, grab a seat, and let's start talking about Bulla. So Bulla is a really interesting leader. She's one of those 5K leaders who turns and awakens into a 10K leader, right? Once per turn, you can add up to one card from your life to your hand. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to one white Vegeta GT card to your hand, then shuffle your deck. When your life is at 6 or less, switch up to one of your energy to active mode. Place up to 2 white Vegeta GT cards with the energy cost of 1 from your deck into their owner's drop, then shuffle your deck. So pretty much what you're going to do is when you're at 6 life, so turn 2, you don't need to interact with your opponent. You don't even need to pay attention to what he does. All right. As soon as you get to 6 life, you can choose when you want to awaken, and you will be able to grab these guys out from underneath the sink. All right. And on her awakened side, when you use a card in a combo, you play up to 1 white Vegeta GT card with an energy cost of 1 from your drop in rest mode, then negate this skill for the battle. So this is a skill that can activate multiple times just at different battles. So cards that attack a lot, this is pretty much how you're going to get out of like a lot of multi-attacks. You're probably going to be comboing them and refilling your card pool with cards that you draw from the top of your deck. All right. And I think it's interesting because it gives you the ability to sort of run through your deck. Because if you're in a perfect world, if you're doing it right, you can draw a lot of cards. So one example I use is we have a Bulla, Vegeta's daughter, right? She allows you to, it's a counterattack, it's a blocker. If your leader is a white Bulla card, you have a hidden mode card. Reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 3. So for 1 energy, you can play this guy, and during your turn, you can use white rest mode Vegeta GT cards in your combos. So what's going to happen all the time is you're going to combo, you're going to combo with this guy because he's going to be off. All you need to do is combo with 1 card, right? So your opponent attacks you, you counter attack, you play your blocker, right? In this turn, all your GT cards are going to be able to be used from their job. All your 1 cost, that you play that come from rest mode from your drop, you will be able to combo with them. So you get this guy on the field. Let's say you combo this, and then you play this guy, right? He lets you draw a card, and then you can send this to your G energy. Your opponent attacks you again. You combo that guy. You get another one out. You get to draw another card. You see what I mean? It's sort of like a train of Vegetas that you're just allowing to run free. Ringing or having a train run on you by Vegetas. Anyway, right? So this deck is really interesting in comboing. And her deck focuses on evolving into the 8 drop. I'm sorry, let me finish reading the rest of the card. So switch one of your energy to hidden mode. Choose up to 1 hidden mode card in your battle area and send it to its owner's warp. Additionally, if the card sent to your warp is a white Vegeta GT only card, play that card from your warp, right? So you have this 8 drop. This is like your big boss of the game, of the deck, right? He is a double strike and he is an evolve. So, and he can evolve from any of these Vegetas as long as they are Vegeta GT. So any of, whoops, sorry about that. So this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. All right, any of them can evolve into this guy. You just gotta wait until about turn 3. All right, because you just have to have 3 or more energy, not your opponent. So you can trick any of these guys. They can evolve into this guy. So the funny thing is, right? Um, let's say you use Vegeta Strong Dad, right? So Vegeta Strong Dad, if your leader is a white Bulla card and you place this card from under a card in a battle area into its owner's drop, choose one of your white mode Vegeta GT cards and switch it to hidden mode. So what you do is you swing with your 30k double strike, you send this guy to your drop, you put him in hidden mode, you use her effect to switch one of your cards to one of your energy mode to hidden mode, you send this guy to its warp. Because he is a Vegeta GT card, he plays himself, and now you have another swing with another 30k double strike. I'm just saying, it's real interesting how this deck moves, and I still haven't figured out all the kinks and trinks of it in, but I love the way it plays. I just need to find me a Bulla SLR, and I'll be really happy. So that's the way her leader plays. She's really good at comboing, but she is not really good at removing cards from the field. So, because a lot of her, I'm trying to figure out a good lighting. Don't mind me. Like something like that. What do y'all think? So she's not really good at removing cards. She's good at comboing. She's good at drawing through her deck, but she is not the best at. She's not really good at combo at removing cards. So we talked about what she does. We talked about how she works. Now let's talk about some cards that are automatically going to be in the deck. 1, super combos. We are throwing pan super combos in this deck. All right, we want 4 of them. I just feel that they are a way better choice. All right, because again, you put one down and you draw 2. It's always good. You just need 4 less life. However, you do have to make sure that all your energy is white. So you do have to be careful because if your energy is face down, it is colorless. So that could stop you and get in the way of your super combo. So actually, you might want to split these. It depends on where you are because you will be putting your energy in hidden mode. So you might be better off splitting them between that one and the other Bulla, if I can find her. See what I mean? I didn't even think about that. And talking about it out loud, I'm like, oh, that would probably be a great idea. Hold on. Let me find it. Come on, where are you sitting on that box? Let me grab this box. I just need this box, and I think I see. Yes, I do. All right. Give me a second. You can have this box back. There you go. You go back to sleep on it. So you might be better off splitting it into 2 tools because this one doesn't require your energy to be white. It just requires your life to be at 4 or less. So maybe even like a 3-1. I really wasn't thinking about that because I forgot that your energy can be colorless. So you're probably going to have to do a ratio with these 4 super combos. It depends on how often your energy goes down. I mean, you could just tag them out and keep with this one. But I do feel like the pan is better. So I think I'm going to go for a 2-2 split for this deck. Just because there are going to be moments where I know I'm going to have colorless energy and I'm going to need a super combo to use. So there's that. Next up is our secret, right? Every deck has a secret. If you can get your hands on a secret, you better get your hands on a secret. So we are going with the baby, Avenger of Ruin. Again, the reason I think the baby one is way better than the Beerus. And he also has a Vegeta GT. So like it's really interesting how they did this archetype because like the fearsome rival set, you had Bulla and then you had Baby as well, and he also has a Vegeta GT tag. So it's kind of funny actually because if you play your cards right with this guy and you don't need him anymore, you can combo with him in rust mode if you need to. I'm just saying that is something you can do. I don't know why you would do that, but that is something you can do. So we're gonna use the baby SCR. This one's really good. If you can pick, I'm pretty sure it's probably the best white SCR. I don't really like the Beerus, but this one's really good. So it lets you switch all your opponent's cards to hidden mode, and if they have 2 or more life, you get to auto crit 1 of their life. and your leader gets plus 10k until the end of your opponent's turn. So it's like two sensu beans, making your Bulla a 20k. All right, he is going to do some work out here. Only thing is, he is 3 energy, so you're not really looking to play this guy on turn 3. You're looking to play him more on turn 4 or turn 5 to sort of seal you the game. And at least if you can't seal the game, he'll at least be annoying enough to your opponent where your opponent has to figure out a good way to get rid of him. And then you can choose one hidden mode card in your opponent's battle area and place at the bottom of his owner's deck and draw a card. So he gives you a lot of good things for 3 energy, but you're probably not going to play him at turn 3 because you are looking to sort of go into turn 4 and turn 5 and win the game. So yeah, these 5 cards. Listen, all right, let's be real. All right, Dragon Baller to Dragon Baller. We all know every deck you play against is going to have a super combo and at least 4 super energy. I mean, super combos. What did I say? That's crazy. We all know each deck you play against is going to have 4 super combos and 1 secret rare. All right. Now, it's okay if you don't have enough for a secret rare, but we all know your decks are going to have super combos. All right. Because why wouldn't they? They just help you. They can help you win the game. They can help you save your life. They can do a lot of things for you. So these 5 cards automatically in the deck. I don't know why I'm putting that over there. I should put that like over here. All right. So those 5 cards are automatically going in the deck. All right, and now we're going to look at the engine first. So we know these are in the deck. We know we want a combo. So for Bulla, I went with a 3-3 split. I didn't want to do a 4-4 because I felt that was just too many Vegetas. So I went with a 3-3. With this one, I can choose one of my Vegeta GT cards, switch it to hidden mode. And with this guy, I can choose one of my energy and switch it to revealed mode. But I have to send him to the drop. They work the same way, they just target different things. So be careful with that. But I went for a 3-3 split. 4-4 was just too much because you want to keep recycling the same ones. And the only times you're really going to be worried about that is if you're playing against blue and they keep bottom decking your cards. It doesn't matter if these guys go to hand because you can just combo with them. Next up, we have our Vegeta evolutions. So I did go to 4-4 with these guys. Let's talk about them. So you have one that's the attacker and one that's the blocker. So we're going to talk about the blocker first. When you evolve him, you will draw a card. So theoretically, these cards do replace themselves. You play this guy with a combo, you draw a card. You evolve him, you pay an energy, you draw a card. So they real sort of pay for themselves. You do have to watch out though because he does not have deflect. None of your cards are safe. All right. So when this card is played, switch it to active mode and it gains barrier for the turn. All right. So he will have, if he hits the field and he stays, you will have a 20k barrier dual blocker, and you get to switch up to one of your white energy hidden mode. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So he does clear off cards for you. I know, right? After I just got done talking about her like a board removal, here he comes with board removal. And then we have this one. He also lets you draw a card as well. When you play him, he's pretty much the attacker. He gets plus 10k power for the turn, making him 30. And when he attacks, you use one non-super combo battle card from your drop in the combo with his skills negated for the turn. So he is going to let you combo cards from the drop repeatedly every time he swings. So he is swinging for 35 at the very least whenever he swings at you, which means you are guaranteed to play a 1-drop when you see this guy. But again, you have to see these guys. They have to hit the board. If they don't hit the board, capiche, you are done. Ugh, that's my knife movement. Next up on our list, we have our 8-drop. So our 8-drop, if your leader is white, again, he lets you draw a card as well. When he's played, you choose one of your white battle cards, switch it to hidden mode, and when this card attacks, switch all your energy to revealed mode. So he's pretty much going to allow you to reset your energy. He's the boss of this deck pretty much. He's a dangerous aspect when he comes out. Again, there's not a lot of things that hit 8-drops. I'm not even sure of the things that do hit like an 8-drop card. So he doesn't need deflect. He's going to hit the board, and people are going to be very sad depending on which side of the board you're on. Again, he has double strike, and depending on which Vegeta you have him evolved on top of, you can have him come back for a round 1. Now, I am leaning towards the side of having um this guy's gonna stay at 4. You do want to see him, but I am thinking about dropping this down for like 2, like citing these 2 and just keeping 2 in because your goal is to pretty much survive. Like you're not trying to win yet. You know, you want to get past turn 3, turn 4. So a lot of cards that are really aggressive for you might do more damage to you than actually help you out. Because like if you go against a Rinsu, um, you're gonna have a really tough time trying to fend off 9 attacks. All right, you just are, and I'd hate to say otherwise, but that's just the way that cookie crumbles. So I feel like going for a more defensive split. So I feel like going more for defense instead of attack is gonna be your answer. Maybe 3, but I would definitely recommend these being the side deck. You know what I mean? I just think the barrier blocker is way more important, especially because he allows you to remove things. Now, if you're going up against yellow, a lot of your things have barriers, so you're probably not going to be able to kill it. But then you can just tag out 1 and go like a 3-3 split. So, but I do recommend 4 of these guys. I would like that because I want to see these guys. I'm just not sure when I want to see them. Now, here is an interesting card. So we have a blocker, potentially 1 cost blocker. And all you need to do is have a hidden mode card. So even if you have a hidden mode energy, it doesn't matter. There just needs to be something hidden on your board. So I'm not sure how I feel about 4. I think 3 would be okay. I think 4 is a little too much because I don't mind seeing these guys, but I don't need to see this guy. But it is another layer of defense because he does have the counter attack. So you hit him with the counter attack, and then you get to decide if you want to declare a blocker or not with him, or your opponent has to figure out a way to get rid of him. I would probably personally declare blocker, but that's just the way my cookie crumbles. So I think having 3 is a good start. You could probably slowly reduce them depending on the defense of the deck. And next we have our trunks. I thought I grabbed the 4th one. Guess I didn't. But I'm not gonna spend forever looking for these. So if your leader is a white Bulla card, you choose 1 card in your battle area and you add 1 white Vegeta GT card from under that card to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this guy because I'm not really sure what his purpose is in this deck. Because if you are targeting, like they really just let you get the 1 drop out. When I first read this card, I thought that it lets you add 2 cards to your hand, but you really just target a Vegeta and you add a Vegeta GT card from under that card to its owner's hand. Now I remember why I would do this. So what you could do, right, is again, this guy can also evolve on top of these as well. So if you wanted to get another blocker out, you could, I'm just saying for the sake of this example, right? You have this guy, you choose a Vegeta GT, so you pick this card, you choose a GT card under him, you add this to your hand, and now you have another evolve ready if you want to. So I can see why he's there. He's there to sort of shuffle you around and hook you up. So I don't think you need 4 of him though. Maybe 2. I think 2 is where we want to go. My limit for just the engine with the super combos and the secret, I'm trying to keep that to about 35 cards. Because the next like 15 to 20 cards I want to add, they're all going to be some spicy stuff. So, I want to make sure that I'm not going too far past 35 because I want the engine, but I also want to be able to do other things in case the engine is just, stalling and needs like a turn or 2. Now, these next 2 cards, I feel like 4 of for her is fine and 3 of for her is fine. So let's talk about them. First off, we have Bulma Mother. When this card is played, you draw 1 card. She has 5,000 combo power, and if your leader is a white Bulla card and you discard 1 white card from your hand, use this card from your drop in a combo. So if you have a 1 drop in your hand and you need to get rid of him, she is in your drop. You discard that 1 drop, you use her in the combo, then you play that 1 drop. And you are effectively at the same, you got to draw another card, and you are at 15. and then you can send her to use the energy. You can like again, the way this deck moves is really interesting. I would probably never send these guys to the energy, but I would totally send a bunch of other things to the energy. So I could see having four. I can see a real strong argument for four. I'm gonna keep to three for now because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're at with this because again, I want to do 35. 35, I feel like is the absolute limit I'm willing to go for a deck for its main engine. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna count that down in a minute. And then we have Bulla, cute little devil. So what she does, she's another interesting card as well. For one energy, if your leader is a white Bulla card, you choose one of your white Vegeta GT cards, place it into its owner's drop, play this card from your hand. If your white Bulla card is in battle and you choose one of your white Vegeta GT cards, switch your card that's in the battle with the chosen card, right? So the way this works, and hers is an activate main, activate battle, and her bottom part is an activate battle limit one, right? So your opponent attacks you. Great. All right. Now the ultimate combo, right? You're gonna need about four of these. You pay one, you discard, pay this, get this guy out, right? And then you pay another one, send him to the drop. Well, you pay one energy, get her out, send him to the drop, combo something else, and then you get him right back on the field. You draw a card, and then you switch your target to get attacked to this guy. I know, right? It's a very what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't even have a good word for this. It's very convoluted, but here's the thing. I like energy direction. All right, Arinsu made it really fun, and I feel like this one has a good chance of being fun too, which is why I'm keeping her at four for now. I do like her, and I love her artwork too. I think it's really good. But yeah, I feel like this is the way this cookie is going to crumble for her at the very least. So let's see where we are at with our deck. So we got 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. We are at 33 cards, which is great because I wanted to keep it under 35. I could probably get down to 30 if I really tried, but there are some other cards that we got to pick in. Look, this is a lot of cards, and only I want to say up to 20 are going to go in a deck. So now we need cards that. So here's the thing, right? So our deck so far, we're focusing on comboing, we're focusing on drawing. We have one card that lets us get rid of cards pretty much, and we have another card that lets us switch our energy to hidden mode. But we don't really have cards that switch our battle cards to hidden mode, and we don't have cards that really, and we need some more cards to sort of get rid of cards. So right now, what we're looking for is we're going to look for counterattacks, things that let us kill cards, things that let us switch cards to hidden mode, and counterplay cards as well. So, Hyper Meta Rildo Masterpiece is an interesting one. He basically Sensu Beans Bulla. The thing is, you need to have your life at 4 or less in a hidden mode card. Oh, cards. So we can't get away with a hidden mode energy. So he can be played, and he gets rid of a 3-cost card. So he interrupts our opponent from doing things. So he might make it into the deck. We'll see. Next, we have these couple of babies. So we have this one. When this card is removed from a battle area by an opponent's skill, play up to one white Vegeta GT card with energy or cost from your drop. In rest mode with his skills negated for the game. So he's going to set you up for an evolve. If your leader is white and your opponent has 2 or more energy, draw 1 card, play this card from your hand, and place up to 1 white Vegeta card from your drop under this card. Maybe 2. This could do something. This could do stuff for us because they're pretty much going to help us set up for our future evolves. You know what I mean? Like if we see that 8 drop, but we don't have anything, we can get him on the field, and then if our opponent kills him, you know what I mean? Well, our opponent is going to have to kill him. I don't know. Maybe. These are maybe. I'm not completely sold. I like where the engine is. Now we need to figure out where we're going to be sold at. But I would say 2. He could be in the side deck. Could be. Then we have this one. So let's start from the top. If it's your turn, once per turn, he has barrier 2. Oh, this guy also has blocker, which can be real important for us with our defense game. So he can help us out here. Now, if it's your turn, you choose one of your white Vegeta GT only cards and place it under this card. When you use a card in a combo, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So he rewards you for comboing and getting rid of your opponent's or by getting rid of your opponent's card. So that is a good point here. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader is white and your opponent has 2 or more energy, draw 1 card, play this card from your hand, and he has barrier. So this is a good choice for us. I could see him making it into the deck as well. Because he is maybe at 2, not 4, but definitely at 2. You know what I mean? Because he does give us more abilities to sort. He gives us more, he gives us the ability to wipe out more of my opponent's cards and stuff. And then next we're going on down the list. Hold on, I'm gonna skip real fast to something. Yeah. So these two guys, right? These two definitely going in the deck. I'm probably gonna go up to 3 if I can. If you have 3 or more energy, when this card is played from your hand or attacks, choose 1. Draw 1 card. Choose up to one of your cards. Switch it to reveal mode. Place up to one white Z extra with an energy cost of 1 from your Z deck into the battle area. And for 2 energy, you play this card from hand. So he does have deflect, so he will hit the board. A lot of things, it's going to be hard for a lot of things to touch him. Sure, you have to wait until you have 3 energy, but he allows you to fill up your hand. He allows you to switch things to reveal mode. So I think honestly, this is probably my favorite white CR. He does a lot of things for the deck. So I think having him on is going to be good. At least good news for us. I definitely want to get 2 more of them. But I don't know if I'm going to put 2 more in the deck. I'd probably keep it at 2, maybe 3. 3 is really pushing it. But 2 I feel like is fine. Next we have Piccolo. Strategies for victory. When this card is played, switch up to one of your energy to reveal mode, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. If your leader is white and you have 2 or more hidden mode energy, play this card from your hand. And this one costs unspecified, and he has a 20k dual attack. So this one, I see him. He's going to be in attack. All right. We will be switching our energy to hidden mode. We will be doing some nonsense. And if that's going to be the case, we're probably just going to throw him into the deck as well. I don't know if 2, maybe 3, because I do like a dual attack. You know what I mean? And you can see him on turn 2. You just have to have 2 of your energy in hidden mode. 4 might be pushing it. But I feel like 3 might be a good number. Or maybe we go down to 2 and put the extra one in a side deck. Maybe. Let's see how that works out. I think I'm going to actually go 2 for Rildo. But I'm actually going to put 1 in the side deck. Because we do have a few counters. I don't want... Now, after we get the basics of the deck down, I'll show you what I do with counters. So now we have a Goku... Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Power of the Awakened Bonds. There we go. He is Double Strike. When this card is played or attacked, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. Switch it to hidden mode, then switch it to reveal mode at the end of your opponent's turn. For 1 white energy and 1 unspecified cost, if you have 3 or more energy, draw 1 card, play this card from hand. Limit 1, switch this card to hidden mode, choose up to one of your cards, and switch it to reveal mode. This is another boss guy. I like the idea of having Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on the field at the same time, but I feel like this guy is actually really good for the deck. All right. I feel like he's good for actually a lot of white decks because he just allows you to manipulate what you want to switch around to hidden mode. Because again, a lot of cards that you play with, I feel like if you're going to play with hidden mode, if you're going to play white, you're going to want a lot of cards that allow you to play with your hidden mode and with your hidden mode cards. All right, regardless. And I believe that, yeah, he just switches any of your cards to reveal mode. So you can switch your energy to reveal mode as well. He just gives you that extra oomph to sort of play with your things. So we're going to go with 2 for that. 1 in the side deck. Now, this is Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku Powered Revolution. If your leader is white and you have 3 or more energy, play this card from hand. Activate main, limit 1. Choose 1 white card in your battle area or energy and switch it to hidden mode. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it, and your white leader gets plus 20k power for the turn. Here's the thing. I have a lot of cards that say if I have 3 or more energy. So turn 4 is really when I'm going to get popping. This is definitely a maybe. But I don't really need that 20k. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning more towards no. Again, he does let me manipulate my energy as well because I get to switch something to revealed mode, right? Oh no, switch it to hidden mode. So, and it can be an energy, it can be a card, but again, it just I gotta wait till I have 3 more energy, and I've seen a few cards already that I'm adding into the deck. Now, here's the thing, right? Um, turn one, when you're playing this game and you're wrapping up in energy, you go turn one, turn two, turn three. I feel like I'm gonna get bottleneck with my deck if I put too many. Hey, on your turn three when you have 3 energy. You know what I mean? I don't want to get bottlenecked like that with too many cards. Because if I draw a whole hand of cards that can only be played on turn 3 and later, I'm not doing myself any justice. So I don't know if this guy is going to make it into the deck, honestly, because I do feel like I have some good choices for my removal. I do like the 20k though, but again, this one costs 2 energy. This one costs 1, but he is 8 cost, so a lot of things aren't going to hit him. And yeah, maybe he's maybe. I don't think he's going to make it into the deck, but maybe. Next up, we have the Omega Shenron Wicked Fury. Maybe he's a maybe as well. So he's gonna. So if your leader is white, your opponent has 2 energy, and you place this card from your hand to your own Z deck. You draw a card. Choose up to one of your white battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less. Choose up to one of your white battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less, or up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to hidden mode. Then at the start of your next main phase, switch it to reveal mode and play this card from your Z deck. So he does let you get rid of he doesn't let you get rid of a card, but he does sort of target something that you don't have to deal with. And he is a 25k striker. So maybe. The Clash card. Jiren versus Son Goku. He's a counterattack, and he basically switches the attack from you choose one of your white. Okay, let me just read it. Play this card, switch the target of the attack to it, and choose up to one of your white battle cards and switch it to hidden mode at the end of the battle. And he has double strike. So he does, again, he might make it in. I do like counters. I don't want too many counters though, but we're going to get into that later. Next up on our list is Kaioken's Son Goku Energy Release. Switch up to one of your energy to reveal mode. When this card attacks, it gets plus 20k power for the battle. Additionally, if 3 or more energy is switched to reveal mode by this card skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignore barrier, and KO it. It's unspecified. If your leader is white and you have 3 or more energy, draw this one card and play this card from your hand. So he lets you kill something, ignoring barrier. Now, yellow has a lot of things that have barrier on it. So I could see you siding this guy and maybe siding 2 of them in. Because again, I don't see him being part of the main deck, but I do see him being sided into at 2 because there are just too many cards that are coming in at turn 3. All right. And again, I'm not feeling that, but I do understand why it's moving like that. Yeah, because again, we're already at on top of our boss monster, there's 4 or 5 cards that come in at turn 3. And I don't want to have too many of them because again, you draw a whole hand of that, you're going to be sad. And then we have Son Goku, Pan, Trunks, and Universe Odyssey. He is a blocker, 25k. When his card attacks, choose up to one of your hidden mode cards and switch it to reveal mode. Additionally, if that card is a battle card with an energy cost of 1, it gets plus 20k power for the turn. If you have 3 or more energy, play this card from your hand, play up to one white battle card with an energy cost of 1 from your drop, and this card gains a dual attack for the turn. Now, I am saying that your Vegeta GTs are 1-drops, so he can let you play your 1-drop. He will get, and he'll get dual attack for the turn. So, he could potentially see play. I would put him in a deck. Potentially. Maybe a side deck, but I could see putting him in a deck. And then we have our counterplay, Beerus, Godly Power. If your leader is white, your opponent has 3 more energy. You activate this card's counter. He is a barrier blocker, deflect. If he hits the field, it's going to be real hard for your opponent to get rid of. because he's already at 25k, and all you really have to do is get rid of a hidden mode card. And if you have a hidden mode Vegeta GT, just get rid of it. He's gonna be good. But he is a counterplay limit 1, so I think that can hit the battle at 2. And then we have some more counters. Oh, we're finally down to 3, so I can finally stop talking about all these cards. Hold up. Oh, I left my water bottle downstairs. All right, dry mouth it is. So we also have our Revenge Death Ball Finale. Is a counter attack. Negate the attack. Choose any number of your opponent's battle cards up to the number of your hidden mode cards and switch them to hidden mode. Then switch all the cards switched to hidden mode by the skills effect to reveal mode at the end of the turn. It's not a perfect floodgate, but it will guarantee you a turn depending on how you play it. So I could see 3 of these. And then we have the Super 17 Immense Power that came from Fearsome Rivals. Basically put, when he attacks, he absorbs cards. When he's played, he absorbs cards. But he is another, if your opponent has 3 or more energy. So I'm kind of meh on that. I've been reading that a lot. Now, this one is a Trunks Implanted Loyalty. If it's your turn, when this card switches to reveal mode or hidden mode, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. If your leader is white and your opponent has 2 or more energy, draw 1 card and play this card from your hand. Now, this guy pops up on turn 2, and he has Servant, so when he hits, he also has Deflect, so your opponent isn't going to be able to stop him from coming onto the board. So I do see a potentially good reason to sort of have him in a deck. He also upsets the turn 3. Because again, you got to think about it like this, right? Your deck is mostly trying to get to turn. I feel like my turn win is like turn 4, turn 5. All right, because then I have more cards I can play, and the things I can do from that point on hit limitlessly. So having something that plays at turn 2, I feel is really fine. And I think that's going to be good. Now, we do have a Z deck. All right. I'll show you the Z deck. But it's gonna. I feel like all white Z decks are gonna be the same. They might have like 1 or 2 cards that don't have a specified cost, but most of your Z decks are gonna be the same. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 of these guys instead. This is definitely gonna be the Z extra. Everyone's gonna have that in, because if you are playing, what's your face? This guy, he puts a Z extra on the board for free, so you don't even need to spend the energy on it. Then there's this guy, Fearsome Ability, Deflect, Barrier, Blocker, and he is going to switch 1 of your energy to active mode. And he is all at the end of your turn, obviously, and he is also going to get rid of something your opponent really likes. Next, we have a Unison for the giggles. We have Jiren, Immense Being, and yeah, another one. So I feel like most white Z decks are gonna be the same. They may be a little bit different, but I feel like for the most part they'll be fine. So we have 33 here. Let's count this out. 34. So we are at 56 right now. All right. So I know we have a lot of turn 3 cards. So let's start cutting. So now I want to be at, I said 56. I really want to be at 50, maybe 53. So let's start cutting some stuff. So one of the ways I cut things, right, is I look at all the counter cards I have, right? From counter attacks to counter plays, and I sort of just gauge where I am sitting at with all of these. Because again, you got to remember, all right, counter things require your opponent to do stuff. And if your opponent isn't going to do anything, you might have a little bit too much. Now, again, I can see like 14 to 15. Yeah, I think that's all the counter things we got. So, what are we at? 3. About 12. All right, that's actually kind of cheap. So, if we're at 12, all right, then I'm going to keep these the same. I'm not too worried about that. Because I want to have cards that interact with my opponent. Now, let's see. Maybe I can get, no, I like the, here's the thing. I like the idea of Piccolo. We could probably go without the Goku. Again, he's another turn 3 monster. And that's about 2 cards. So we are at 54. And we could probably drop these guys, I want to keep the Piccolos at 3 because just having a turn 2. Well, he can be turn 2. You just need to have enough energy, but having a turn 2 dual attack can be really, really helpful. Um, yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna do one of those, and no, I think we'll hold on to the Piccolo. I might go move this guy out too. Let's go down to 2 for you, and I think we are at what 50. We took out 1, 2, 3, so we should be at 53. I do see a reason to take this guy out. I don't see a reason to take this guy out. You're too good. Again, having some good old counters to sort of interrupt your opponent from trying to one-shot you is always nice. Anything else I want to take out? Again, I think the Bulmas are really good. I almost want to move them up to 4. There is an argument to moving this down to 3, and that's because I only have these 3 SPRs. Alright, we're tending to take you down and throw you in the side deck. And I think we are good. So we're going to be at 52. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is our side deck. I might fix that side deck up a little bit, but for right now, I think. Oh no, I forgot something. So, Protector of the People is amazing. All right, especially for this type of leader that requires you to sort of combo out of things. You know what I mean? Your opponent, not only do you negate the attack, you also get to discard something. And whenever your opponent swings at you, they're always gonna have to swing harder. So this could potentially stop your opponent from killing you that one turn. It won't stop a secret right off the bat, but it will stop a lot of 20Ks and 15Ks and stuff. So yeah. I think I'm just gonna have. Oh, excuse me. So I think I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I got a 55 card deck, and that's okay. It just is what it is. My side deck could probably be a little bit better, but again, it's really just her cards that I want to keep adding to the deck. So I think that's gonna be fine like that. And yeah, that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think of this type of video format. Again, this was kind of long. 42 minutes is a long time. I could probably shave it off by 3 minutes if I wasn't just mumbling and looking for a random card. But I just wanted to I wanted to make a new type of video, well, for me, that talks about, pretty much shows off my ideas about how I go into my deck building and stuff. And, I figured that in the comments, we could sort of compare notes as to how you all make decks, what you're looking for in your decks. Because here's the thing, I like cool things. Like, I sort of want to take out one of these Vegetas and add one Goku in here just for the giggles. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. No. I shouldn't. I can definitely keep one in the side deck. Again, I have a lot of these 3-drops that a lot of cards that sort of pop off on turn 3. So I think I might I think I'll shuffle them around for my side deck. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And how y'all feel about the deck. Again, this isn't a pure white deck because Protector of the People is black. I could probably throw in a... You know what I should do real fast? Hold up. I got one sleeve. You know what I'm going to put in this sleeve? Every one of your decks should have an Overwhelm card. Alright, just one. You don't need... but what if I get rid of my Vegetas? Well, no. They're... maybe. It's always, listen, all right. I never think that it hurts you to have an overwhelm card, all right, because it could come in a turn where you need to play something. So having an overwhelm card is definitely good for the soul. That does bring, sadly, that brings my deck count up to 55. But with all the cards I'll be drawing, maybe I need to be at 55 cards. So we'll see how this goes. And again, if I do want to cut some cards, I'll probably cut from the engine first to sort of try and fine tune it. Because I could see taking these trunks out. They're nice, but they're not guaranteed. I would love to keep the Bulmas. I would love to keep the cute little devils. I see no reason to up these to 4 and 4. Again, side deck 2 of them. I feel like you only need 8, and I could see going down to 3 for this guy. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. It's kind of funny that I ended on 2 Vegeta GTs. Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you love it? I also have a deck video showing up sometime later this week. It's going to be through Deck Planet, and then it's going to be my Green Gohan deck. So look forward to that. And I will catch you all in the future. Yep. Have a good night. Peace. Or morning. Whichever one.